Hello, everyone. Today, we'll be taking a clear and friendly look at weather conditions across the United States. At the moment, chilly air is dominating much of the country, although some areas are seeing milder temperatures. Overall, though, we're noting low morning temperatures and at least a slight chance of precipitation throughout the day in many places. One of the most common weather events you might encounter right now is snowfall, particularly during the hours when temperatures hover around 32 degrees Fahrenheit or drop below. This may bring light to moderate snow flurries, which generally won't escalate into full-blown storms. However, any snow that melts and then refreezes can turn roads and sidewalks slick. So if you're heading out, especially early in the morning or later at night, do be vigilant about possible ice patches. Around midday, you might notice a slight uptick in thermometer readings. In some spots, temperatures can climb by about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, offering brief relief from the morning chill. Still, cloudy skies and occasional gusts of wind might lower the feels-like temperature by a few degrees. It's a good idea to wear layers and keep essentials like gloves, a scarf, and a hat at hand. If there's even a small chance of rain in your area, carrying an umbrella or a waterproof jacket could be a lifesaver. Later in the evening, things tend to swing back to the cold side. As soon as the sun goes down, temperatures may drop quickly, which can cause whatever snow melted during the day to freeze over again. In some places, rain might turn into sleet or snow. Anyone planning to drive would be wise to check the latest weather updates and road conditions before setting out, as icy surfaces, especially on bridges, overpasses, and in shaded areas, can be dangerous. Simply put, winter is making its presence known across much of the US today. Sure, the sun may peek out in some regions and offer a bit of warmth, but in many areas, thick clouds and brisk winds are creating a real chill factor. It's best not to assume you can rush out without sturdy footwear and warm clothing. Even though the weather can be challenging, there's still room for brief walks or fun winter activities if you're ready to handle the cold. Just remember not to underestimate it, and keep an eye on the forecasts. A sudden warm front or unexpected snowfall could switch things up in a snap. Now it's New York's turn. Right in the heart of winter, let's take a closer look at the city of skyscrapers. Early in the morning, the chilly, windy weather is in full force. Manhattan's side streets can turn into wind tunnels. The thermometer might hover around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, but the brisk wind makes it feel a few degrees colder. If you have to rush off to work or school, layering up with hats and scarves is a must. And don't forget about that sudden blast of cold air the moment you step out of the heated subway. As the day goes on, heading into midday, you might notice a slight rise in temperature, but don't expect a major warm-up. If the sun decides to peek through, it'll be a nice bonus. Otherwise, cloudy skies and that stealthy breeze will keep things on the chilly side. If you're stepping out for lunch, warming up with a hot coffee or soup is a smart move, especially around Times Square or near Central Park. Finding a cozy indoor spot to take a breather can be more tempting than usual. Heading into the afternoon, even if heavy snowfall isn't highly likely, it's still wise to keep an eye out for sudden weather changes. Even a light dusting of snow can make sidewalks and roads slick in no time. Traffic, as usual, can back up at the most unexpected moments. If you rely on public transportation, plan on waiting a bit longer than normal. On the bright side, the early glow of city lights shining against the winter skyline offers a postcard-worthy view of New York. Toward evening, temperatures are likely to drop below the freezing mark again. Any snow or ice that melted during the day may refreeze overnight, posing a real risk. If you're out and about or driving, stay alert. Bridges and overpasses can be especially slick. Still, the sounds of Broadway, the neon glow of Times Square, and the ever-moving crowds keep New York's spirit alive and unstoppable. Despite the chill in the air, stay warm and enjoy the city. Now it's Los Angeles' turn. This sun-soaked city stays relatively warmer than most places, even in winter. Early mornings often see temperatures around 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 to 13 degrees Celsius, but by midday it can climb to around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. There might be a gentle breeze, yet it's far less intense compared to the gusty winds up north. If you're out and about in the early chill, a light jacket or sweater is a good idea. As the sun climbs higher, you'll likely feel a bit of spring in the air. Traffic jams here are almost as famous as the weather, but the scarcity of rain keeps roads from getting too slick. The main concern is the possibility of sudden showers rolling in off the Pacific. Rare, but when they do happen, highways can flood quickly and become slippery. By late afternoon, especially if you're craving sunshine, heading to the coastal areas or outdoor venues is a popular choice. Spots like Santa Monica and Venice Beach often remain bustling with both locals and visitors, hoping to soak up some rays even in the middle of winter. Surfers might not find huge swells, but paddleboarding or light surfing can still be enjoyable. Come evening, temperatures might drop to around 59 to 63 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 17 degrees Celsius, yet you can still get by with a light sweater or hoodie. As evening approaches, the mild drop in temperature typical of Los Angeles starts to set in. If you're planning a night out, the outfit you wore at midday might not be quite enough by nightfall. While most indoor spots, restaurants, cafes, entertainment venues are well heated, if you intend to dine outdoors, a light breeze could catch you off guard. In downtown LA, the wind whips around the tall buildings, so having a light jacket or cardigan can be a lifesaver. Sudden rain isn't usually in the cards, but occasionally those coastal clouds roll in, bringing a brief shower. Later at night, temperatures can hover near 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. And if you're by the coast, the moisture in the air might add a little extra chill. Even though it's not exactly overcoat weather in LA, it's still wise to dress in layers if you'll be out from dawn till late. Traffic is worth noting. Even on dry days, rush hour can get extremely busy. Visibility usually stays good unless rain makes a cameo appearance. Then drivers tend to slow down, which is safer but can lead to longer commute times. In short, Los Angeles is serving up another typically mild, mostly sunny day, with only minor dips in temperature, possible brief showers, and that ever-present city buzz. Enjoy! Now it's Houston's turn. This Gulf Coast metropolis is known for its generally mild winters and humid atmosphere. In the morning, you can expect temperatures around 50 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, climbing to about 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius by midday. That often leads to the classic dilemma. Is it warm enough to go outside without a jacket, or should I bring one? Early in the day, you might encounter fog or a light drizzle, which can make driving a bit tricky, but rarely do the roads freeze over here. Still, it's a good idea to check the forecast ahead of time and be prepared for the occasional sudden shower. One notable aspect of Houston weather is those unpredictable bursts of rainfall. While they may not last long, they can complicate life during rush hour. Of course, traffic is already a major part of daily life in Houston, so if possible, consider using public transportation or hitting the road outside peak times. Unlike regions that deal with snow and ice, Houston's relatively temperate conditions mean everyday routines aren't as disrupted by winter. People continue their morning jogs, lunchtime outings, and weekend beach getaways without too much concern for the weather. On sunnier days, the afternoon warmth can feel downright pleasant. Light jacket weather, really. Just be aware that after sundown, it can dip back to around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. If you plan to dine outdoors or take an evening stroll, you might want to bring a sweater or light coat. Humidity also tends to increase overnight, which can add a slightly cooler edge to the air. Compared to cities that experience harsh winters, Houston's version of cold is relatively tame, making it a comfortable place to enjoy outdoor activities, even in the heart of winter. Now it's Miami's turn. In this sun-kissed South Florida gem, even the coldest days of winter feel surprisingly mild compared to much of the country. Early mornings typically sit around 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, climbing to roughly 77 degrees Fahrenheit by midday. The rapid rise may have you wondering if it's really winter or a sneak peek of spring. Humidity can be on the heavier side, but breezes off the Atlantic often counteract that muggy feeling, offering a refreshing balance. Sudden rain showers aren't out of the ordinary. They come on quickly, make a brief appearance, and then give way to clear skies. An umbrella or a lightweight rain jacket is always a wise addition to your morning routine. You certainly won't have to worry about snow or ice. Traffic flow generally remains stable, so no need for winter tires or de-icing. Miami Beach and the surrounding coastline remain popular year-round thanks to those consistently high temperatures. Even in the heart of winter, you'll likely spot people sunbathing or taking a dip in the ocean. The water temperature often stays comfortable enough for most beachgoers. Occasionally, stronger winds can lead to choppier waves and a refreshing breeze. Around noon, you might feel perfectly fine in a t-shirt and shorts, but come evening, temperatures can slip back to the 59 to 63 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 17 degrees Celsius range. That's when a light sweater or jacket comes in handy. While the city is famous for all-night beach parties and vibrant nightlife, it also boasts diverse cultural offerings, from art galleries and museums to neighborhoods brimming with Latin influences. In short, Miami manages to serve up its own brand of holiday paradise even in winter, with enough warmth and sunshine to keep residents and visitors alike content year-round. Now it's Chicago's turn. Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, this city has long been famed for its blistering winter weather and relentless winds. Mornings often begin with temperatures below freezing, but the real kicker is the wind chill. Those powerful gusts funnel through skyscrapers, making the air feel far colder than the thermometer suggests. While light snow showers might start in the early hours, they can intensify by midday, turning commutes into tricky endeavors. Public transit delays are common during this season, and drivers should watch for hidden ice patches. Despite these hurdles, Chicago remains vibrant, with locals braving the chill to keep the city's pulse alive. Afternoon temperatures might edge up slightly, but a mostly cloudy sky and persistent winds keep things cold. It's wise to layer your clothing. A thermal undershirt, a cozy sweater, and a wind-resistant coat can make all the difference. Even so, brief walks outdoors might leave you longing for a steaming cup of coffee or hot chocolate. If you venture downtown in the evening, the temperature can plummet further, often feeling like it's below zero. Meanwhile, Chicago's famed cultural scene doesn't slow down. People flock to museums, theaters, and restaurants, serving that legendary deep dish pizza. For those set on exploring wintry streets, the city's twinkling skyline and snow-glazed parks offer a picture-perfect landscape. When the wind kicks up again, don't forget that iconic Chicago grit. The city thrives on hustle, heart, and a hearty resistance to the cold. Now it's Seattle's turn. Famed for its rain and ever-present clouds, this northwestern gem is also known for lush greenery and a vibrant coffee culture. During the colder months, the skies are usually overcast, with morning temperatures hovering around the low to mid-40s, 5 to 7 degrees Celsius. By afternoon, the mercury might hit 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, but don't expect much sunshine. Light drizzles frequently give way to sudden downpours, so carrying an umbrella or wearing a waterproof jacket is practically second nature for locals. While ice on the roads is rare, slick pavement from constant rainfall calls for caution whether you're driving or waiting for the bus. Despite the damp conditions, life in Seattle marches on at a steady pace. Tourists and locals alike still flock to Pike Place Market, where they can sip on freshly brewed coffee while sampling the city's famous seafood. Indeed, coffee is a way of life here. There's a cafe on nearly every corner, providing a cozy spot to warm up and escape the rain. For those who love the outdoors, places like Discovery Park beckon with forest trails and scenic shoreline views, though you'll want to be prepared for drizzle at any moment. As evening sets in, temperatures often dip back into the mid-40s, around 5 to 6 degrees Celsius, and the breeze can carry a damp chill. Still, compared to cities that endure harsh winters, Seattle's mild climate offers a welcome sense of comfort, even on those gray, rainy days. Now it's Denver's turn. Nicknamed the Mile High City, Denver sits at the foot of the Rocky Mountains and offers a truly unique winter climate. Its high elevation often brings dramatic temperature swings throughout the day. Early mornings can dip to around 28 to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 2 to 0 degrees Celsius, while midday may see a rise to about 45 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 to 8 degrees Celsius. On sunny days, this warming trend becomes even more pronounced, leaving you wondering whether it's cold or warm as you step outside. Snowfall is fairly common, but Denver's dry air helps it melt quickly, so icy roads in the morning might clear up by the afternoon. However, gusty winds can sharply lower the wind chill factor, especially near the mountains where surprise snowstorms can derail your plans at a moment's notice. Despite these wintry conditions, the city's day-to-day pace remains spirited. You'll often see joggers and walkers taking advantage of any sunshine that peeks through. Just be prepared for temperatures to drop again by dusk, usually sliding back below freezing. Layering is practically a way of life here. Stacking lighter pieces underneath a sturdy coat helps you adapt to the shifts in temperature from morning to night. If you're into skiing or snowboarding, the Rockies are a dream this time of year. Fresh powder and scenic peaks await. And once you're back in town, there's nothing like warming up with a hot drink and soaking in Denver's one-of-a-kind winter charm. Now it's San Francisco's turn. Located on the West Coast, this scenic city offers a mild climate in winter, though it's well known for its foggy and breezy conditions. Morning temperatures typically hover around 46 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, rising to about 53 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit by midday. One of San Francisco's most defining traits is the sudden blanket of fog that can roll in at any moment. Seeing the Golden Gate Bridge vanish into a misty haze is magical in its own right. Occasional rain showers are also part of the winter picture, so carrying a lightweight umbrella or waterproof jacket is a smart move. Winds can pick up along the waterfront later in the day, making it feel cooler than the thermometer suggests. Layered clothing is your friend here, helping you adapt to the shifting temperatures from morning to evening. Even though San Francisco's winter chill isn't typically extreme, the coastal breeze can still give you a good dose of crisp air, especially if you're out for a stroll by the bay. Popular spots like Fisherman's Wharf remain bustling year-round, where you can enjoy fresh seafood while watching seabirds skim the water. As evening sets in, temperatures drop back to around 46 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit, or 8 to 9 degrees Celsius, and the added moisture in the air can make it feel noticeably cooler. Still, the city continues to enchant visitors in every season with its iconic hills, cultural attractions, and vibrant neighborhoods. During winter, there's something special about sipping hot coffee while gazing at the fog-shrouded skyline, soaking in San Francisco's unique charm. Thank you for joining us from every corner of the country. We'll be back tomorrow with more up-to-the-minute forecasts and breaking news. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and have a great day.